Hello, it is the 23rd of July, and this is a video for Archaeology Rush. Now, this video is slightly different, and it is the playtest video. I say slightly different. The last three videos I've been doing have been changeless videos where I kind of document some of the changes. But this one is slightly different because it is about just playing through the demo from start to finish and seeing where we get to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack in a new profile. I'm going to call this July, and we can load up the July profile, and that'll be as if we'd started a new game. So now if we jump in and we've joined, that's fine, that's grand. This is all new stuff since the last video, I think. Yeah, let's jump in and play the tutorial. So first thing we do is get a little cutscene. Now, to be completely honest, I actually want to change some of the way the cutscenes work. I don't particularly like this little sort of dialogue box at the bottom. Like, it works, it does the job, but do I think it's good? Not particularly. But yeah, so I think we can do better than this, and I have a couple of ideas, but we probably just need to, I want to get the first part of the demo done, and so we're very, very close to this. Yeah, so currently at the moment, Henry Pepper is this new character, the character you're playing as, and he is saying, hey, you guys work for me here, go train up, and you can make me the best archaeologist. So this is the Pepper Incorporated training team, and they'll come back in, and yeah, you just got to complete the training stream. So this is basically just telling you how to jump. Hey, jump over this thing. Then this is saying, hey, jump and collect treasures. So we're collecting treasures. Whoop. And then this is showing you the shop, which currently they don't have any electrum to be able to get anything from the shop. So yeah, I mean, the shop is shabby as hell. It needs a rework. But that's fine. These also need some rework. And this is basically saying, take a treasure to this guy and he will open the door, except the door is missing. See, these playtests are great. So now we have the ability to buy something in the shop. So I think we'll want to buy a speed boost. And we bought it. Again, not that great feedback about what we could potentially buy in the shop. And actually, I'll show you in the next shop. So this is also just saying, hey, doors might open up other doors. Right, we have the ability to hover over and see items, but we don't have the ability to kind of do that if we're using controller. So I need to rework that a little bit. Cool. And these just spit out garbage, which I don't like. Right, let's jump in. So this is basically saying, take this to this. I'm not a big fan of the lighting in this room, actually. Right. And this is showing the final level. We could probably get rid of this room. And then, yes, so this is actually something I've added. It's a little kind of like dashboard, and you kind of get the finishing at the end. And everyone kind of finishes. Now, I don't like the fact that that is in front of people. That's not ideal. So in this cutscene, I need to go over and do the text. That's kind of one of my things to do. But in this cutscene, basically, players will, a senior recruit saying, hey, there's this letter that arrived this morning. Yeah, just saying, hey, we need to check out this letter because it's really important. And then he runs away really fast. And so recruits basically like, right, meet me south of here at Pepper Hall whilst I tend to other matters. And then they all kind of join him up. And then you should get an end game. But you don't, which is annoying. We'll jump back to the main level. And I think that'll work anyway. That doesn't have a proper prompt. That's a training tomb. and this is Pepper Hall. Now, Pepper Hall has the wrong prompt, but yes, so this better be good. Ah, you've arrived. I've not opened this letter yet. In fact, this is a good learning experience. Click on the letter to open it. Oh, yeah, okay, the controls need to be reworked here. But yes, you have a sort of Paris World Fair letter, and then we can click on that letter, turn it around. Oh, that's the stats thing. Yeah, the controls for this need to be reworked for controller because that isn't working. But I'll switch to the mouse at the moment. So this letter here is the stats letter, which is great. I've registered the latest addition to your personal collection following your exploration of the tutorial tomb. I've collected the following: 4 alabaster jars, 2 amulets of Horus. Right, and then if we open up this invite and turn it around, and then we get a little prompt. Oh, intriguing, guess we're going to Egypt. And so it says that a little note on the back of this saying, found the tomb of Jehuti. I've resealed it and hidden the key. Can't give full details. And this is go to the tax collector's tomb, and then hidden here is the tribute keeper's tomb. And then if we open up this, we get a port ticket. Right, and then if we lower this out, we have the port, which requires the travel pass. So if we go there, and then we got the boat, and we can sail to Egypt. Overall, like, there are a couple of issues here, but I think we are getting to a point. I don't like the fact that this goes off screen. I've done some work over the last few weeks on the camera system, but it definitely needs some, we could do some improvements here. Right. So we go over to Egypt. Bam, bam, bam. Lovely. And we've got an arrival. Finally, beautiful Egypt. And so overall, I think this is feeling good. Like, the fact that this is flowing is the most important thing. We've got 2 tombs. And we've got Foster, which actually shouldn't be unlocked at the moment. Yeah. But interesting enough, it gives us a chance just to show off something that we have done this last month, which is added in this, and you'll take something to this eventually, but we need to just adjust that. Let's open up this tomb, and we've added in this new image here. Let's play through this tomb. I should take my mouse up, away. Right, we've got nothing to buy. And we hand in this bit of treasure, and open the door up there, which is a pain. But that's fine, because we can hand in that piece of treasure, and the temple's just nicked all our treasure. Right. We've got a slide tomb. Ooh. Little hop. Can we get down before it gets us? I need to add a punishment onto that. I need to kind of tweak the way that feels. But yeah. Then we'll jump over here. Got Troll Toll. Hand in treasure up there, and that unlocks that one up there. And looks like we just have to hand in some basic treasure, but let's get this good treasure for the meantime. Whoop. Slide down here. And this is the other thing that I just want to show off, which is sort of the ability for other items. Oh, that reset us incorrectly too soon, and we've reset back to here. So that's an issue. That's okay though. Interesting why that position was incorrect. Let's travel back to Egypt. Fortunately, everything should still work for us to be able to continue on. But yeah, really interesting that kind of didn't work as expected. This is the great thing, is that, like, just trying to discover these kind of issues and bugs allows us to be able to kind of fix them. And right, so we've got that tomb, and then we have the campsite. Now, the campsite is just like this little text above. but it is where we get letters. But we can also see the first cutscene. Right, now we're settled. Let's check our letters here. I can't work out the root. Yeah, I just don't like the way in which that presents itself. It kicks out back to here again. There's some bug in that system that does not work the way we want. I mean, the great thing is that this is the point of this playthrough, is that actually we can see this instead of me trying to show off, oh, look at the fancy changes we can make. These playthroughs can be kind of look at the like how we can play this from start to finish. I don't have any QA here. Unlike my full-time job, I can't just pass these things off to QA. I have to be the QA. And so, yeah. Anyway, if we jump back to the campsite, we see all of our letters wiped. That is a big issue. Right. I think that's the end of the road. But in the meantime, let's see if we can... No, we can't even get to this because that is too powerful. Oh, right. Well, that'll have to be it. We can't actually get to the major part of the tomb because of the way some of these things are set up yet. But I think that has actually been a really productive playtest. Something I like to say when I'm sort of working on other things is that actually the if you're not making a game, you're not getting to a point where you can release stuff until you've seen your first issues. Like the last 5% is 95% of the work, and this is why actually it's important for us to be able to push to get to the point where this can be played through, and then we can take a step back and go, right, what actually stops us from being able to play through, like the kicking back the location when we get kicked back from end game, and stuff like that. That is kind of not good. And so we can fix that up. But after this great advertisement for my game, if you want to play this version and you want to have a play around with it, there's a lot more content than the content here, but unfortunately it's all kind of hidden behind it. There's the demo, which is about a year old now, or you can pick up the latest of this for free. Eventually, I'll be kind of charging for this, but at the moment it's clearly not in a state where it can be charged for. So, yeah, we are in a position where if you want to play the latest version, feel free to play it. The link is in the description. It's on itch.io. And then you can also please just tell me what you think is good, what you think is bad, and we can go from there. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Have a lovely week, and we'll be back with more kind of change lists and working and fixing stuff up, which I imagine will be a lot about just fixing up what went wrong in this and explaining why that went wrong. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a lovely week, and goodbye.